Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 12th, about 8:30 in the morning, and I'm making my first YouTube video in a couple years. My name is Evan Davis, and I hope you add some music to your day.
Add some music, just add some music right there.
And this is the start of what's hopefully going to be a very fun journey, as I sort of pursue the things I'm into and get things done. If you see the title of this video, of course, I am a quadruple major, and I will be graduating in a couple days. And with that comes, of course, this very big transition into the real world, right? What am I going to do? Especially now that I've got the summer to myself for the most part while I work, part-time and get ready for graduate school in the fall. So I just kind of wanted to start by sort of breaking down my day and figuring out, well, how much time am I wasting? How much more can I be getting done, realistically? So I set the alarm for 7, actually get up at the second alarm at 7:30, have my morning coffee today, dealt with the dog, great lady. So far, I've, watched a bit of YouTube, read my Morning Brew newsletter, and finished an episode of Riverdale. So now that it's about an hour after I've woken up, we're going to lift. Alrighty, well, workout's over. Typically takes me about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what I'm doing. It's currently 9:15, and please don't make fun of my form or how light I'm lifting right now. Just back to finally working out with real equipment. Been holed up in the apartment for the past year, lifting light. So I'm just very glad to have the weight bench, especially due to the conditions in the past year. And we're going to ramp it up. We're going to get back to lifting heavy. So I'm going to cool down for a bit before my morning routine. And then, hopefully we'll get productive. I don't know. I'm going to try to get some stuff done before I work. I typically block out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 4 or 5 to get some things done. But probably going to maybe do a little bit more today. I'm taking Friday off to go graduate. So let's do it. All right, cool down, morning routine in the books, watch an episode of Riverdale. It is 10:20 and I'm feeling like getting some music work done. And you'll know if I was successful because I probably should have played at the start of the clip. Dog's coming in. Say hi, Booty. Can you see her? Oh, there she is. What a dog. All right, now I'm working on this arrangement of the Beach Boys Add Some Music to Your Day, of course, where I derive my channel name. And it's kind of hard to pick apart by ear. It's a very dense track. But I'm specifically trying to get this thing right after the first chorus, the whole add some, and then there's a lot of layers of different add some music, to your day, bop bomb diddle it. And my arrangement's very close, but the thing that's right, it's kind of off right now is on that, initial add some, there's a kind of like this swelling up where it's like add some, and then, ooh, add some. And then there's a different one behind it, and that one I have fine, which is just like a ooh that you hold. But that initial ooh and some is kind of off right now, and I'm trying to figure out whether it's because in the original maybe it's double tracked at the same register. Maybe there's two people singing on that line. One's just like maybe slightly lower. Maybe there's a slight delay there that kind of gives it this like whooshing effect it has in the original track. And I don't know music very well, so that's probably not the right terminology. But we're gonna try and see what happens. All right, 10:40. Pretty sure I got that done. Sounding good to me. Of course, always not the best. I'm just one guy, and it's hard to have so much range to replicate a whole band, especially a group so talented as the Beach Boys. Not really sure what I'm gonna be up to now. Might do some cleaning. That would be kind of productive, but at the same time, I'm feeling chill. It's very nice out. Probably take work outside, but again, I'm not starting that for a while. So, did that clip, and I used it to make the intro. Very simple animation. I use OpenShot, which is a free video editing thing, which I had to download to do a class project earlier in the year, which is also still on the channel. Very good presentation about virtual reality technology and its implication, especially over the past year. And you know what I forgot to just mention? I do all my music stuff on this very cheap USB microphone that I got pretty much back in grade school to do Let's Plays on YouTube. Not good ones, of course, but Technology is to the point now where you can even make stuff like this sound good, which I think is very cool. And I just use Audacity, which isn't even really a music recording program, right? That's just general audio. You see people do podcasts very simply with that, and it's got the tools in there so you can get rid of some background noise, which unfortunately my webcam has been picking up through this. So we're gonna see if I can figure that out in editing. Everybody's got a really good camera in their pocket as well. You could just do this with the phone. The phone might pick up less background noise. I'll have to experiment with that. All right, it's about 11:20. Watching another episode of Riverdale. About to get into a little bit of a productivity mode before lunch. Thinking I'm probably gonna clean. Got all these shelves to organize. Got some stuff to move into the closet over here, which is eventually going to be sort of like an office dealio. Going to be shipping eBay stuff out of there. Be getting into that over the summer. Waiting for some supplies to come in. And, I watch a lot of YouTube, right? Which is part of the reason I'm doing this video. Watch a lot of, Netflix and sports and stuff. And trying to figure out ways to be productive while engaging in those things. And selling eBay while watching YouTube is going to be one of them. But also, I try to put the headphones in and catch up on my YouTube stuff sort of while I'm doing things. Particularly when I exercise. I go for a run or I do my lifting. I listen to a lot of comic book stuff. Things like reviews, industry news, commentary, all that. And now, while I'm cleaning, just going to put the headphones in, maybe listen to a podcast or something, get some stuff done. Let's do it. We're going to be focused on cleaning out these action figure shelves, as well as maybe organizing this bottom book one a little bit better. Alright, had lunch, watched some more Riverdale. Getting close to the end of the first season. Good stuff, very spicy, big Archie comic fan. And I got up to maybe the middle of season 2 before, and never just, powered through the rest of it, so I'm enjoying it. I'll have to eventually check out that Sabrina show eventually. Finished one shelf, cleaned off the other, just have to get back to organizing it later. And of course, the one benefit of working remotely is you get to take it outside sometimes. So I'm currently at the Tiki Hut, getting ready to learn some Celonis business process management stuff. Let's go. Learning data engineering on Celonis. Back inside, charge the laptop. It's about a little bit past 3:30. Got a good 2.5 hours of work in there. Working towards my Celonis certification as a data engineer, app developer. Interesting stuff. Just getting some side projects done at work too. All those research reports. Of course, you know how it is. I'm a process analyst. Oh, wow. About to, I guess, get some cleaning in there and see what happens before dinner time. Alright, shelf reorganization roughly done. We got the nice Amiibo collection. Redid the Marvel and DC shelves. Books are getting a little bit nicer. I gotta sell off some of the stuff there. And over here, of course, we got the video game section with the nice bit of Avengers scenario. And we've got sports, which are probably going to get joined to one. And then we'll take you into the closet. This is the pretty bad part, and this is going to be one of the main projects over the summer, is converting This Was My Childhood gaming suite into potentially like an office and selling off quite a lot of this stuff because... well, who really wants it anymore? There's quite a lot, and most of the comic books I'm keeping. That's a lot of my collection. Video games, and the shelf is essentially going to be for eBay inventory in the future. A little bit before 7 o'clock, wrapping up. Didn't get very productive after, finishing up with work and doing some cleaning, but that's okay. Caught up on quite a fair amount of YouTube, if we're being honest. Watched some more Riverdale, of course. One productive thing I did do, of course, I did my Duolingo for the day. I've been learning French for over a year now, so that's always fun. Also, sent out some LinkedIn connections finally to members of my school's board of trustee. I served as the student trustee over the past year. My term's coming to an end. So, finally making those connections because they never gave me my free vacation out to DC to pal around with them and make those connections, but hey, that's okay. Also watched a little bit of live stream for a graduation ceremony at my school. Watched it basically just to get an idea for the format as sort of how my graduation is going to go, because as we know, a couple days I'll be graduating with 4 majors, if you've seen the title of this video, and of course I don't bring that up to brag or anything. The idea is, there's a lot of time I'm wasting in my day.
And I'm recognizing that more and more. In fact, with YouTube, I watch pretty much everything at 2 times speed, literally just so I can watch more content, right? And so there's a better use of that time. Yeah, because I can do that thing in the background while also potentially doing other things like eBay reselling, cleaning as I was doing earlier today, whatever. So there are more productive things to do, and not to mention it's just a lot of time at the end of the day that, of course, I could be doing more productive things with, and not just making money, but also potentially improving my skills. And that's sort of the motivation for this channel. Is I want to use YouTube to hold myself accountable, essentially, to completing projects. And as I mentioned, it's about 7 o'clock, which is historically my cutoff point for the day. Back when I was in school and busy and doing a lot of things, 7 was normally my hard cutoff, because essentially anything after that, that's baseball time. I don't want to waste my baseball time. I have to be really dedicated to do stuff after 7. And again, that's at the end of the day, it's quite a lot of time to waste, because I go to bed around 11:30 and read something for a bit before actually going to sleep. So that's a lot of hours that could be put elsewhere. Now granted, of course you don't have to work all the time, but even just doing stuff during commercial breaks during the baseball game could help. And so with that, leave you with hopefully a little bit of advice and a little bit of an overview as to how I am and how I'd like to improve myself going forward. And so thank you very much. Comment if you think, I have a decent schedule and maybe being a bit too hard on myself. Comment if you think you could do better in your life. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, and please add some music to your day.
A smile is still worthwhile. Darn your smile.